Northwestern University has fired its head baseball coach days after firing their football coach amid a hazing scandal. Jim Foster has been the baseball coach for only a year, but reports say current and former players told the university administration of problematic behavior from him starting last fall. At least some of those complaints were investigated by Human Resources. We now want to bring in, though, Iggy Dowling. He is the co-editor-in-chief for Inside NU. He joins us now for an exclusive interview. Hey, Iggy, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Brooke, thanks for having me.
I know, Iggy, that you talked to some of the players on this baseball team. What did they accuse the coach of doing? What was the environment that he created?
Well, to be fair, it was not just players, but also members of the program. But it was pretty clear from everything that's come out over the past couple of days that Foster's created a toxic environment. The 670 The Score, our own Gavin Dorsey, who's a colleague of mine, as they detailed, there were numerous instances in which Foster allegedly carried out actions that were flat out bullying, honestly, too many to count, from sexist comments to disrespectful ones. The players noted that among multiple sources. It was definitely pretty rough, and certainly not something conducive to a winning environment, whether it was just treating staff members or just players in general with disrespect, really from the outset, honestly, and just honestly something that did not really help conduct a winning environment that was one where the players could thrive in any way.
Yeah, we mentioned this coach has only been there a year. These allegations really came out pretty quickly.
Yeah, they did. I mean, the first ones to drop publicly were Monday. I know that in February, really, we kind of got the first sign of stuff really kind of going a little haywire when 3 coaches left the team, leaving the team with just Foster and the volunteer coach really in charge for the players. So with that having happened really after the first series of the season in February with so many games to go, that was really the first sign of really something to break. But really nothing broke, though, until Monday afternoon when numerous outlets kind of published that first round of allegations that were against Foster and other things surrounding him.
This, of course, comes out, though, after the firing of the head football coach amid that hazing scandal. I mean, is this just coincidence in the timing of it all?
I really don't think so. You gotta think that really Fitzgerald's firing maybe opened people up in a way, just giving athletes more courage to speak up. What really stood out to me, though, if we're talking differences, was there was definitely less debate among the Northwestern community and among Foster's players about the decision. As people probably know, it's pretty clear that Fitzgerald, who's probably the most beloved athletic player and coach in the school's history, had a ton of supporters throughout the community who thought he could maintain his job, and really among his own team as well. There were a lot of supporters, like former and current players on the team, who were really calling for Fitzgerald to maintain his job. That was definitely less the case with Foster. Not only the community in general, but the players seemed to be in significant favor of the firing. A Northwestern player even responded to the news by sharing with Bradley Locker, who's a colleague of mine, that it was the, quote, happiest moment of his life. And he said that unprompted, which really gives you a sense of how much the players really were not able to thrive in this environment, and really shared that information pretty clearly with people. So both programs, I think, seem to have a lot of work to do to recover from what happened this week. But the Foster scenario seems to leave a lot less up for swift decisions, given there's a lot more time from now until the baseball season next year, obviously, while football is set to go to Rutgers to be in its season in less than 8 weeks.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.